This video is for administrator users of the Sectigo Certificate Manager, or SCM. It shows you how to add and validate a domain so you can order certificates for that domain. In this video, you will see how to add a domain and assign it to a validated organization and/or department, how to complete the domain control validation or DCV process, and how to review or change domain assignments later if you need to. Your domain management privileges depend on the type of SCM administrator you are. MRAOs can add and manage domains for any organization or department in the SCM. RAOs can only add and manage domains for the organizations and departments delegated to them. And similarly, DRAOs can only add and manage domains for the departments delegated to them. On the Settings tab, click Domains, which opens the Delegations sub-tab. In this example, no domains have been added yet, so this video will demonstrate setting up a primary domain. However, the process for adding any domain is the same as what you will see here. Click Add. On the Create Domain window, enter the domain you want to assign in the Domain field. Enter a description if you wish. Your organization or organizations are listed below. Click the plus sign to see the organization's departments as well. Mark the checkbox for the organization or department you want to assign the domain to. As you can see, by default the system assigns SSL, Client Certificate or SMIME, and code signing permissions when you select an organization or department, but you can clear checkboxes to suit your requirements. When you are ready, click OK. The domain you just added now appears in the list, including versions with and without the prefix. The next step is to add the subdomains that you or other users will need to order certificates for. If you add a wildcard domain listing, any subdomains you add in future will automatically be recognized and validated. To get started, click Add. Now, depending on your needs, enter a subdomain or wildcard domain in the Domain field and a description if you wish. Mark the checkbox for the organization or department to which it should be assigned. Clear the Client Certificate checkbox, unless you plan to use a subdomain for email. Click OK. Still on the Settings tab and Domains sub-tab of the SCM, click DCV, then select the domain you just added. Click the DCV button. If you do not see the DCV button, ask an MRAO to check that your administration privileges include Allow DCV. Select your DCV method. If you select Email and then click Next, you must choose an email address that will be used for validation purposes. But let's click back to see the other options. HTTP, HTTPS, and CNAME require unique hash values that will be provided to you in the SCM. HTTP and HTTPS hash codes must be configured on your domain server, while the CNAME must be configured with your managed DNS server. When you are ready, click Next. If you are using the email option, you will receive an email that contains a unique link and unique code. Click the link and then enter the code to complete the validation process. If you do not receive the email within 10 minutes, check your spam folder. If you are using a hash-related method, HTTP, HTTPS, or CNAME, the required hash values and step-by-step instructions are displayed here. To proceed with a hash-related method, review the steps, copy the hash values, then click Save and Close. When you have completed all the required steps, navigate back to this screen and click Submit. Once validated, it may take up to 5 minutes before the domain shows as validated in the SCM. After the domain is validated, you can order OV certificates for that domain or any subdomain without further validation. When you order EV certificates for the domain, however, you must contact the Sectigo validation team to complete the validation, unless you have an EV anchor certificate. An EV anchor certificate allows EV certificates for that domain or its subdomains to be issued automatically. EV anchor certificates can only be set up by Sectigo support Tier 2 or higher. Contact us using the phone number you received during the onboarding process if you want to set one up. Domain validation lasts 12 months. At any time during that period, you can order a security certificate for that domain or any configured subdomain, and the certificate will be issued by email within 2 to 10 minutes. The option to revalidate a domain in the SCM appears 30 days prior to the DCV expiration date. As the expiration date approaches, you will also receive domain revalidation email reminders. Occasionally, you may need to review or change the way a domain is assigned. From the SCM Settings tab, click Domains. Click the domain you want to review, and then click Delegate. Click the plus sign to see the organization's departments. Click Cancel if no changes are required. Otherwise, make your changes and then click OK. For more information about using the SCM, check the Sectigo knowledge base for SCM videos and documentation.